Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. That is right. You have tuned into all the random, useless information you want to know. It's Friday Nights with
Jeff
and Joe. How are you today, Jeff?
Good, how are you, Joe?
Sorry, this evening, tonight. Yes.
It is at night.
It is.
Friday night. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Snow's a-flying.
Just everywhere.
Everywhere. Here in Wisconsin.
It's really cold.
Yeah, it's your boy again from It's Your Boy Again.
I love that.
Yeah, you're weird. So, hey, Jeff, I got a question for you.
Gotcha.
We can call this housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
How are you doing on the not drinking soda
Okay, not drinking soda.
and the possible working out thing?
Okay, so this is what happened last week after the podcast.
Oh, something happened.
I remembered I had to be home because my wife wanted to go out with her best friend. So I had to go home and watch the kids. So I could not work out. But
still not really.
Not only did I make that, I made that decision. And then I proceeded to go home and have pizza. So it was not.
But you didn't have a soda, did you?
I did not. I have not. I don't think I've had a soda all week.
You almost had one today.
Almost today.
And you had a change of heart.
Yep.
Or you thought.
And I had a
about
smaller portion of Chinese food today.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations. That's terrible. Oh, it's hard not to do, though. That's all right. No disrespect. Yeah, but otherwise I don't feel like I've done anything else good. I do, but I do have like I do have like a list of things that I need to do for the day.
Okay, let's hear it.
No, I mean like in general for work and stuff.
We need to hear what your list is.
Well, it's like work related stuff that I
so
don't really
punch
think it.
in.
No, it's not like that.
Okay,
It's like I need to do this, I need to do that, and so I've been writing workout on there. So at least I remind myself that hey, I should be working.
It's just one of those things that you like look past and put it on for the next day, and then you're like mad at yourself because.
No, not really. It's more like so. The last couple days, I've worked like the other day. Yesterday, I worked at 8 a.m. or 10 a.m.
Wow.
Till 5. Then I went home, had dinner with my family, and then came back from about 7 to about 10:30. So I worked kind of a long shift. So there's no time to really work out in there. The other day, and the night before that, I worked until 2 a.m.
What did you have for dinner that night?
I didn't have anything to choose. I don't think.
Really? So
Yeah.
you just went to hang out?
So the worst part is, like, I'll come to work and I won't pack a lunch and I don't even think about it, and all of a sudden I'll be at work for like 10 hours. I'm like, I haven't eaten today yet.
I know the feeling.
The problem is I go home and then I'm starving, and then I eat and then go right to bed. That's my problem. That's the key to a downfall right there.
What kind of pizza did you have last Friday?
It was like one of those thin cardboard ones.
Well, no, but like what
It's like Orv's,
okay,
Supreme.
Supreme.
Yeah, I always have to have the vegetables on pizza.
Oh, really?
I'm a
Does it
vegetable.
make you feel a little bit better?
No, I just like the flavor. Like if people get like, oh, let's get a meat lovers. I'm like, no, that's not my
You like
thing.
a veggies?
I like Supreme, so I like onions and mushrooms
You do
and
like
peppers.
I like mushrooms.
Mushrooms for sure.
I like the mushrooms.
The problem is I get like really bad indigestion or like heartburn from all the salts in the meat. Like if I have a pizza that has too much meat lovers. Although recently we've been going to D. O'Malley's in Plymouth for pizza through a couple work events.
Ashton Kutcher's been there.
It is amazing. Really?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Greens, beans, tomato.
You name it.
It was a TV show he was doing a while back.
That 70s show was taped in Wisconsin.
No,
Right?
well, it's based in Wisconsin.
All right.
Gosh, somewhere like unless it was through like a Make-A-Wish or something like that. But I remember it was on TV, and it was with someone from Plymouth, and they ate at D. O'Malley's.
Really?
Yeah, I wish I had more information on that.
So I've been there once. Did not have a good experience.
Really? How on earth could that have been a bad experience?
I don't know. I think because I was there with my wife and we got the thin crust, and it wasn't anything special for me. But then we went back again,
Kate,
and the pizza.
Apparently, when he goes out to eat with you, not a good experience.
I know we for sure had a. It was the first time I've ever had macaroni
Kate's
and cheese
no,
pizza.
The feeling's mutual.
I hate that guy. We had a mac and cheese pizza. I remember that.
Yeah.
It was one of those things I just wanted to have a little small taste of it, but
Sure.
yet the smallest they could bring is like a whole pizza.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't really.
You ever
Now what
eaten
are we
at
gonna do
Ian's?
with this?
Like in Madison?
No.
Ian's
no.
Pizza?
No.
Oh, dude. It's like specialty pizzas. And I don't mean like specialty like gourmet pizzas.
Okay.
I mean like macaroni and cheese pizza, like...
Unique stuff.
Unique pizzas.
Okay.
But they give you the big slices.
Ah.
So when you are a little bit under the weather.
Gotcha.
Wink, wink. At 2:30 in the a.m.
Wink, wink.
On a Sunday morning. There are lines.
Oh, really?
Blockbuster style.
Blockbuster.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Don't even taste it.
But anyway, so D. Mally's went back again with the man Don. He brought me there once. And it was like with the
Don?
Well, there was a group of us from the safety department.
But
went there.
The Don.
And Don's like, we got to go there because he's a big, big fan.
Huh.
And so we just got regular crust, meat lovers. Amazing. It really was.
Well, there you go.
So we've gone a couple times and we get it every time, and it's so good.
So
I'm just
you
impressed.
like Supremes, unless you're at the O'Malley's, then you can eat.
So when we go, normally I defer to other people because I'm not a picky eater. Have you ever been? You've gone out to eat with people who are picky eaters, right? Like, they've got so many little different things. Like, you know what? You just order whatever you're going to like, and I'm sure I'll like it too.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of things where I'm like, oh, I'm not going to eat that. So I just defer, let the other people get it, and I just, Because when you're out with a group of, like, I think we were like 5 or 6 people, it's hard to, everybody gets what they want. It doesn't work that way.
Game over.
Yeah.
Might as well just go to McDonald's.
That's not.
No.
I try to avoid McDonald's.
Well, I think everyone tries to avoid it.
Tries, that's
like,
key.
who was the... I don't know if it was Jim Gaffigan. I think it was Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah.
He's got this great bit about McDonald's. Like,
I think I've heard this.
They eat they sell 50 million burgers, and yet no one goes to McDonald's?
yeah. You talk to everybody, they're like, I've never go to McDonald's. I don't go to McDonald's. Yet McDonald's does a lot of burgers.
Who is eating all those burgers?
I always think it's funny when Louis C.K. does a bit on sitting at McDonald's and the mom is yelling at her kid to eat her chicken nuggets and finish her soda or whatever. And the kid's just like, please, Mom, I just want some water. Drink your soda. And then, please, Mom, I just want vegetables and water. And then the mom's just yelling at the kid to eat the Big Mac. And it's just so funny. Like,
Louis C.K., I love that guy.
I think, as a parent, you're like, yeah, I want my kid to do what I want and eat what I want, but I can understand how, like, I brought my kids to McDonald's, they're like, I'm done. I'm like, I'm okay with you being done, right now's the time.
Uh-huh.
And especially McDonald's has the playpen, the playpen, like the play thing.
They still have those?
Yeah.
Man, when we were kids, they were everywhere.
So not ball pits. It's more like a jungle gym, like you climb up in the tubes and do all sorts of things. Yeah, the kids are really into it.
Well, we had that when we were kids.
I think I was a ball pit kid, I think.
Yeah, well, it's basically like a ball of germs.
Yeah. Just various diseases floating throughout. But yeah, so the kids, they only eat a little bit and then they run. But I do give props to McDonald's.
They run.
Well, then they're like, let's go. And like, I was there with me, 2 kids. I'm just like, this is crazy time.
Bowels just working that up. Oh my God.
And then they're running around and so but I do give props to McDonald's. They do the yogurt tube, like the tube of yogurt. Have you ever seen those?
Yogurt, yeah.
Yeah, what are they? Go-Gurt? Yeah, Go-Gurt.
Go-Gurts, yeah.
And then the apple slices. So.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. And for a while there, my kid was really into French fries. Now she's slowly gotten off French fries.
I think I'm still into French fries.
Well, my wife is too, but I
grow out of French fries.
Like, if I go to McDonald's, I don't need French fries.
What?
Like, I'd rather have another burger.
Like,
I love their McChickens.
I get French fries and then like a burger on the side.
No, I could pat. So it works out well because every time my wife and I go, I want the soda and she wants the fries, and so it works out perfectly. We get a meal and a sandwich. We're good to go.
See, actually, in all honesty, I'm a chicken nugget guy. When I was a young lad,
years and years ago,
my parents used to just order me the 20-piece.
Oh, really?
And I would eat it all.
So how young were you when you were eating 20-piece nuggets?
School?
Oh, fair enough.
High school? Yeah, no, I
fair
wasn't
enough.
like a little kid, no.
Yeah.
But
when you're a growing boy like that, you can eat 20 pieces.
It was one of those things where it was a weird phase because, like, you go from being a kid and you don't have big portions on your plate, and then when you, like, start growing, like, puberty hits, and now you just, like, eat.
Yes.
It was like a moment my parents were like, you really, you gonna, and then they just, like, made peace with it. And then from there on out, it was like doubles at lunch, school lunch.
Yeah.
It was like 20-piece nugget.
This is
like,
the new Joe.
No. This kid, he's gonna need a lot. He's gonna need a lot of whatever you're gonna bring. Just bring like twice of it.
That's funny.
So,
I do remember I was I don't remember how old I was, but I had to be like 8 or 9. So, like, probably still in elementary. But I ate, our babysitter came over, made one of those cardboard pizzas for us, and I ate the whole thing.
I'm a Jack's guy.
Oh, I don't really care, honestly.
I suppose, I guess, but
they're all the same to me.
No.
But yeah, I remember the first time I made a whole one. Retrospectively, I was really proud of myself.
Well, yeah.
But now that I was 8, I was like, that's sad.
There's a guy
not impressive.
The other facility I used to work at, his name is, I'm going to call him Danimal the Manimal.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He would always tell me about, and this is probably still to this day, he'll go home, make a cardboard pizza like you said, and just fold it in half like a taco.
And just eat it like that?
that whole thing down. Oh, God.
Back to McDonald's. There's a gentleman that works at this facility, Mr. Bob. He used to play for the Packers. We mentioned it before. He said that when they were, I think, in high school, him and his friend had a Big Mac eating challenge.
How did he do?
He said he ate 22 of them and lost to like a little kid.
Lost.
Like to apparently some kid with high metabolism or whatever. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he ate like 22 or something.
Still
I'm
working
like,
that off right now.
I was like 22. Are you sure you didn't die? Like,
yeah, but it
seems like a lot.
Back in the day,
sure, in high school,
it was probably legitimate food then.
If that's true.
He was probably eating actual burgers, like actual Big Macs.
Yeah,
He's
probably 30
gentleman.
years ago.
Yeah.
That was probably
like
real Big Macs.
Food.
But the meat was probably like
real.
Well, you'd think it would be a bigger sandwich too, though.
You're right. Yep.
But 22. I swear we'll have to verify that, but I swore he said like something ridiculous. I don't know why 22 is sticking in my head, but like, and I still lost. I mean, he's told me that story how many times? You think I would have remembered? Bless his soul.
22 of them. Oh my god! Just thinking about it right now, I have a stomach ache.
I think I'd be like 1, 2, maybe 3, and then I'd be like, okay, this is enough.
And then I'm on to the greens, beans, tomatoes, hams, yams,
Diet Cokes.
You name it. No soda for you.
I'm doing pretty good.
No soda. What did you?
Yeah, I didn't. Last weekend we went out a couple times, but I can't drink the way I used to anymore. I found that out.
I've heard that.
We decided to play darts at my buddy's house, and made it a drinking game. And it was a very silly drinking game. So we're playing cricket.
A dart hits
So we're playing cricket. So anytime somebody closed out one of the things, we had to do a shot. Anytime a bullseye was, I'd do a shot. It's like we all lost. There was no winners in this game.
No winners this night.
And of course, the only shots we had were rum chata and rum chata and coffee flavored tequila.
What?
You mix them together; they taste really good.
Okay.
But after the third one, you're like, no more of that. Then we also had vodka. I think it was like vodka shots.
See, now that I can do.
And then or Jameson was the other option.
I like just the straight liquor.
So I think after how many shots, we were just like, and then we went out and I was like, I'm not done. I'm done. I can't do any more of this. Like, I just was like, I'm done.
I'm
and
wait in the car.
then like 1 o'clock comes around. I'm like, I'm done. I'm going home.
What a bed.
I told my wife, I was like, you can get a ride home from somebody else. Like my buddy was there and her friend was there. I mean, somebody would have given a ride, but I was just like, this is not what I want to do.
So, you opted to stay in the car.
So she's like, no, I should go too. And I'm like, then of course I'm the butthole for wanting to leave early.
Well,
so,
yeah.
whatever.
Someone's got to be the butthole.
Yeah, I'm okay with being the butthole.
On that night, Jeff was the butthole.
I'm married with kids. I've got nothing to lose.
Yeah, buttholes everywhere.
Okay. Moving on.
Yeah, Jeff, what are we moving on to?
That was about 14 minutes of jibber jabber.
That's good, because it's random useless information you want to know. It's Friday Nights with
Jeff
and Joe.
Okay. All right, so a little plug. We're gonna.
That.
It's a little.
Yes,
middle
Jeff.
part. I don't know what you call the middle part. Transition.
I don't know what you're doing right now.
I was just saying,
ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are not here with us right now, Jeff is looking very confused. It looks like he's recalling something, some terrible moment in his life.
I was going to say intermission. Okay, some sort of
This is
intermission.
not an intermission.
In between the, housekeeping and the main topic.
Okay, that wasn't really... Okay, a
So,
little bit of housekeeping.
all I'm trying to say is that, please, you're already probably listening to this on
Worst
YouTube.
point ever.
I need you to subscribe to the channel, okay? Videos come out once a week.
Videos.
You will not be bombarded. You will not be harassed from any of us. I just need you to just subscribe to it, okay?
Mhm.
And then click the little bell to
Click
get
the bell.
Then you will get harassment. But if you
But
don't,
that's okay.
you should anyway, yeah.
It's like a fun harass.
Just because
I don't
Joe,
know if
it
that's
would,
a
it would
thing,
mean a
but
lot for me and
It's
Joe.
kind of like a tickle.
Oh, God. Now I'm really confused with what's going
I
on
don't know.
with
What
Joe
do you
over there.
mean?
I want to slap and tickle nobody, alright?
They're just clicking bells. That's all they're doing.
Anyways, so we really appreciate that. Also,
As well.
Facebook,
2 as in T-O-O.
Fridays with Jeff and Joe.
Yeah.
We're not running out of topics,
What?
but we're pulling them out of our butts. So
Yeah.
we really
Wait
like
till you hear this topic.
we regrettably had a guest
We had a guest.
planned for today,
Yeah,
and he
keyword H-A-D.
he pulled out, and not
Yes,
in a
he
good
did.
way,
God,
at the last
horrible.
minute.
Horrible.
Something about a wife. I hate that. That's a terrible excuse.
Yeah, and then I was talking to his boss, and he said, "No, he has school tonight." So I was like, "What?" I hope he's listening to
Oh, he
this.
doesn't have school. He said he was free.
Apparently, he had school tonight
Yeah, during the day I think he had school.
till 5.
4:30s. 4:30s. Anyways, he was supposed to meet with us
He
and
was.
talk, and we were going to talk about
I was
sports.
excited. He's a cool guy,
He's a very cool guy.
and we'll get him on.
Yeah,
Get
but
him
he
on
pulled
here.
out.
He did. He pulled
I told
out
him he
hard.
was dead to both of us.
He is dead to both of us.
He said he was sorry, like he felt bad,
Tonight, he's dead to me.
just for the next hour or two. So we are looking for people, and honestly, if you live within X amount of miles from Sheboygan, Wisconsin, we will come find you. We will put you on the podcast.
We are seriously not desperate.
Also-
but it's just a lot of fun.
Yes.
It really is. It's a lot of fun.
I think having
mean,
3 people
it's
adds
awesome.
another dimension for sure.
Yeah.
I think the other thing is that Joe and I are desperately trying to get a Packer player on the podcast. This is our new mission in life.
Yeah, we kind of are.
So if you know of any Packers who have nothing to do on a Friday night,
Yeah.
or even a Thursday night, Saturday night they're probably planning for the game maybe or
You would
something.
assume.
There's 3 more weeks left, so I'm thinking maybe off-season players we can
And I
get.
understand there's probably a fat paycheck that goes along with these types of things, but we don't have that.
I can
So,
get you.
we should have Bob on here.
No, I want a current player.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
All right, we may be able to get them. I'll bring in food. I'll bring in food.
We can get him. We can comp him a bunch of
Yeah,
supplies,
we can get them some.
stuff.
Maybe some local Sheboygan delicacies,
We can do that.
such
I will. Yeah.
world famous brats, maybe different product like that, cheeses,
Cheese,
maybe some Dio Mally's pizza,
Wisconsin,
Yeah.
food.
whatever they want. They're a legitimate pack. I want to see their contract though. I want a legitimate Packer player.
I don't need to see that.
Some guy walks in, he's like, "I'm a Packer." Like,
I'll
no.
be like, yes, you are. I have a seat. Let's
What do you want to talk about?
Yeah,
All right, so.
it'll be fun. We'll see. Like,
Joe and I were talking. We're like, that's our goal in life.
Dude.
And so actually, I thought about it too. How cool would that be if this got really big and all of a sudden the Packer called us and we're like, hey, we need you to fill in for Larry McCarron tonight. Joe just shits his bricks.
wow. I'm sorry. I have to pull out here for a second.
So yes, that is. So I'm desperately trying to make sure this becomes successful, so Joe can fill in for the next Larry McCarron.
That'd be. Why? Let's just worry about the topic at hand here tonight, which is what, Jeff?
We're talking about board games.
Board games. But
Board
before
games.
we do,
Oh my god!
before we do, let's
I
just.
hate you so much. Let's get to the topic. Let's get to the topic. Before we do.
Let's talk about Paranormal Palaver for a second.
Okay. Go
Well,
on.
because we have our
It's really
sister
warm
pod-
here. It's so hot.
It is pretty hot.
For those of you who don't know, all of a sudden Joe's like, zip.
I'm totally just taking clothes off over here. It's getting hot. We have a sister podcast by the name of Paranormal Palaver. If you haven't checked it out yet, please do. It's Jeff, Krista, and myself, and we talk about all things paranormal. We've got people who write into us. We've had some really good topics as of late. Our last one was the Mandela Effect.
Yep.
Worked out really well. And so check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We got the YouTube account. We're everywhere. So just sign on up.
ParanormalPalaver@gmail.com.
Yeah, that's how you
to
can
submit.
write us.
Or you could do
Type us.
Facebook.
The old Facebook.
And we are getting very good, I think, about posting new podcasts every Tuesday night.
Yep. If it's not Tuesday night, it's Wednesday.
No, I've been pretty good about trying to get Tuesdays.
Just
We've got a new schedule down. Jeff and Joe is on Fridays.
That is correct.
And Paranormal Palaver on Tuesdays. So if you like us, you get 2 a week.
It's
Kind of
pretty
spread out a little
crazy.
bit. So it's pretty good.
So yeah, just wanted to plug that a little bit. But thank you so much for signing on to Friday Nights with Jeff and Joe.
Yeah. And I really appreciate the love everybody's been giving both podcasts.
Yeah.
It's
pretty
really
amazing.
cool. Yeah. All right. So anyway, back to board games.
Board games.
This kind of started off as we had our family Christmas party last weekend.
How was that? By
It was good. It was good. It was only 72 people, so it wasn't too bad. You should see. We had to go through. We had to go through
Only 70.
almost a deck of cards for the adult Christmas.
I see.
Gift exchange. So what we do is we take the deck of cards, hand them out, and then if you have, ace. We started at the ace and went through it. So we had to go through 3.5 suits. So not the full deck, but it's fun with all that amount of people.
Sure.
Because everybody's always. Normally you get excited about being the last person.
Yeah.
But normally, if there really is a good gift, that gift gets stolen way before it gets to the end of you. So
see, I just over the last weekend, we had our company / leadership winter party or Christmas party.
actually, the same day.
Yeah, it was the same day.
I thought I wouldn't be able to make it, and really we got done super late. Could have, but we ended up going out anyway, so
It's fine.
it worked out.
Yeah, it was good. We so I never picked.
Did you have to sing this year?
I did. Yeah.
Did you really?
I actually played like it was a gig.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did
it worked out really well.
Did Jamie ask you or somebody else?
Yeah, Jamie did.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's a good time. But anyways, I suppose I still could push it, but push it. But push it real good. I wish that we were hooked up to video cameras, because that would be hilarious.
People would probably be scared.
Video cameras.
Video. All right. So anyway, go ahead. You were at this party.
I never and White Elephant, because we totally did a White Elephant.
Yep.
And I never pick towards the end. I'm never
really.
Yeah.
You're never
and
that like
I was
that.
the second last.
Nice.
Number.
So
So
did you get something good?
I just sat back and watched. Oh, it was great.
Did you get something good?
I thought it was good. It was an A&W root beer set.
Oh.
So like it had these really nice like Steiny glasses.
Okay.
And like so it was like
Okay.
full on,
Cool.
Yeah.
You know my favorite thing to do at a White Elephant gift?
I don't. What is
So when somebody steals your gift,
Yeah.
and you're up, right? And
You're up.
everybody's like, "Oh, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna?" I hate that, right?
Yeah.
So I steal my wife's gift all the time and then make her pick the other gift.
That's awesome.
She hates it so much.
That's perfect.
And then she just gets all worked up, and I'm like, I just laugh. It's great. She's great. Now I gotta be the one to steal something, and I'm like, hey.
So you know Mike.
Yes.
For all you people out there, we're just totally having our own conversation here.
That's why you're doing it.
Mike's wife
Yeah.
went for my guitar. Oh, it was a moment.
Wait, what do you mean she went for your guitar?
My guitar was sitting out.
Oh, she thought it was a gift?
No, she didn't think it was a gift. She was just being funny.
Oh, she was
At least
being funny.
She better have been funny. I jumped out of my chair so quick. It was not cool.
So your guitar is pretty
It's
sentimental to you?
It's nice.
So is it sentimental or is it just a nice guitar?
It's getting sentimental.
Okay.
It's nice first, and we're working on the sentimental part.
Based on the cost, it's very sentimental.
Yeah, yes.
Because I would cry if I had to buy a new one.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay.
So,
Anyways,
board game.
Yeah, it's board game. So anyway, I was at the party, and I like different board games. So I had throughout the year found really good deals on 2 games.
Okay.
One being the classic Monopoly. Okay, it was a different version. They actually had like little metal characters, so I thought it was a little bit versus like real nice. I thought it was really
old
cool.
School way.
Yeah, but it was like a update, and they were like shiny metal, so it looked nice. I don't know. It was called Here and Now, I think it was. Anyway.
Really?
And then the other game, classic Sequence. I
Ouija
love
board.
Sequence. Not a Ouija board. We're not Paranormal Palaver. So, yeah, so Sequence.
Okay.
Have you played Sequence? You know what the Sequence game is?
I have, and I don't like it.
Really?
Yeah.
Now you're hating on me. Okay, so
I'm not
anyway.
hating on you.
Anyway, so
I'm hating on the game.
I
don't hate the player, I hate the game.
Board game. So I brought them to the thing, and I was like, everybody loves board games, right? I mean, you bored? Well, board game. That's why they're called that, right?
I always thought it because like the game you played on is like a board.
Oh, so it's BOA. Oh, God. Okay. Funny joke, folks.
Is this a moment?
No.
That was definitely a moment.
Trying to be funny. No.
Yeah. Wow.
No. That's always what we always did. We're bored. Play a board game.
Oh.
It wasn't like, hey, this is a great party. Get a board game out.
Rain, sleet, snow, shiny outside. My parents were like, we're bored. Go outside. It didn't matter. Go outside.
Go outside.
Yeah.
So anyway, I brought these, and clearly other people were not as excited to get board games at this thing. And I was like, hey, I thought it was a good gift, but clearly not. Now, there was some other really bad gifts there.
Like?
Somebody brought in this... I'm sorry if you're listening. This is your gift. I don't think you are. I think it was meant to be funny.
Someday.
And it is kind of funny if it was supposed to be funny.
But if it's not...
It was like, I think the gift limit was like $10. So it was $10 worth of oranges. Like, a whole crate box of oranges. And then a whole crate box of carrots. So the other thing was that my cousin who ran it with their family or whatever, they decided that it'd be cool if people had like a theme to bring gifts to it. So they were like, you get extra, like, just try to think of something funny. So things that started with T, things that could be used in the kitchen, or things that were orange. So there was like no extra special or anything, but it was just kind of a, hey, try to find gifts like this or whatever.
Yeah.
So it came out with a bunch of novelty stuffs, right? So my mom actually made a orange apron and put a big picture of Donald Trump on the front of it. It was really funny. And people were fighting over it. It was really funny.
That is funny.
It was one of those things where it's like...
Because he's orange.
Yes.
The apron's orange.
And it starts with a T, so Trump.
Oh my God.
And the apron could be used in the kitchen.
Your mom is clever.
Yeah, my mom was clever like
I
that.
meet your mom.
You stay away from my mom, so... So anyway, I thought it was funny, and it's one of those things, if you go into the $10 White Elephant gift, if you're like, I gotta get something good, you're not gonna get something good.
Yeah.
And so some of it's like, just go with the funny gift or go with something cool. My dad got a light up like traffic cone. It's actually pretty cool.
Ooh, nice.
My son loves it. He thinks it's the coolest thing ever.
On my dad's side, we always do a white elephant. That's pretty much how Christmas
Sure,
is now.
yeah.
And there for years, it is. This has been going around for years. It's like for a cast. It's like a plastic. It's still in the box. Like the box just never been
gets
opened.
rewrapped. Okay.
Yep. It's like a plastic covering for a cast in a shower. Like it looks like
sure,
it's from the early '90s, late '80s.
So just keep past every year.
Everyone's like, "Oh, who's getting the cast cover this year?"
Well, it's kind of funny if you get it. You're like, well, at least I got my present for next
Yeah,
year.
oh, totally, yeah. So.
But anyway, so board games. Back to that.
Board games.
Board games. So I was just thinking, I'm like, I like board games. Like, you go play, you pull out a... It doesn't necessarily have to be board games. We play a lot of Cards Against Humanity. We just bought a new one called Exploding Kittens.
Exploding Kittens?
Exploding Kittens.
Please do elaborate.
We haven't played it yet. I just bought it. Apparently it's really good. There was a deal on it, so I bought it. But yeah, just different games like that. Like, party games or board games. Go back, like, way back in the day when we were little kids, we used to play Sorry all the time, or Chutes and Ladders, or
Man, you're
like
naming
Candyland. Like,
Dude,
I mean, there's
these
so
are
many good ones.
Now I'm all out. I can't even name any now.
Oh, there's some other good ones. Did you ever play, like, buddies of mine are really big into Risk?
We never played this.
You ever play
Life one
Stratego?
time.
Stratego? You've played Life only once?
One day.
So you're just not into... I suppose your parents told you to go outside. My parents told us to just
Here's the
do whatever that shuts you up.
Here's the thing about board games. I enjoy board games. I have to be in the mood for board games.
Okay.
And I'm not often in the mood for board games. But yet, when I sit down and play them, I do have a good time.
Yeah.
So like it's probably just a dickhead thing where I'm like, yeah,
No.
play them right now. Because every holiday or get-together, my mom's like, let's play a game, and I'm like, I don't want to play, I want to watch TV. Or whatever. I just,
But you guys are you the type of friends that get together and do like couples nights?
No.
Oh yeah, we do that all the time.
Well, you are way cooler than.
No, same thing. That's the so like we have friends who have kids the same age, so they can play.
Oh yeah.
And we pull out the games and we play. We play Cards Against Humanity or.
See, now that's a game. Oh my god.
His laugh came out of nowhere.
Oh, I love it. So my mom and dad are very like growing up. There's no cussing.
Yeah,
Anywhere else.
Agreed.
I mean, we changed words like dag nabbit and like frickin'.
My dad. Well, my dad.
Jeepers Criminies.
my daughter says gosh golly. That's her.
Gosh
golly.
Yep.
It's really fun. It's funny when a 4-year-old girl says it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
You want to know what we used to say for fart?
No, I don't know.
You don't want to know?
I don't know, but I kind of want to know.
Puff.
A puff. So
Did you just puff?
You couldn't say fart.
No, we were not until like we just pushed the issue. Like we're finally 23 years old and we're like, no, we farted.
It wasn't that bad. Yeah,
definitely wasn't that bad. But no, Puff was an actual thing.
Sure.
Puff the Magic Dragon.
That had different connotations.
It totally did. That came much later.
Anyways.
But I heard. I don't know. Should I say? What did you guys say?
What?
Like what my mom had to say for the first time I've ever heard her really.
It's up to you. It's your mom, not mine.
Well, but I'm saying it on the podcast. This is not cool stuff.
I don't care. It's up to you.
Okay.
It's your favorite.
My mother had to say motherfucking wizard.
Oh, okay, sure. Oh, yeah. You can say that for this podcast,
Okay,
yeah.
What about the C word? She had to drop the C word.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, I prefer not to break that barrier quite yet.
It starts with a C and sounds like hunt.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said that way too fast.
Anyways, that's what happened while we were playing Cards Against Humanity, and we all lost it. We couldn't, poop in our pants because we were puffing because it was just awesome.
So we did play Cards Against Humanity with my mom also, but it was me, my sister, my wife, and my mom. So it was just the four of us.
Sure.
And we maybe had a beer or whatever, and my mom, who obviously doesn't, she didn't know what some of the stuff was either. So my sister and I just kept throwing the worst cards we could, we'd save them up and make her do it, and it was pretty funny, but not. It was more uncomfortable, I think, a little bit because she was kind of. I don't know if she was uncomfortable. Maybe she thought it was funny. I think if my dad was there, if there was a bigger group, maybe it wouldn't have been more fun.
Well, that's just it.
They put so much spotlight on one person.
We were like camping, and we were playing it with old friends from Minnesota. We would always go camping with them. We were now much older.
Sure.
But this is a church group of friends. Like, you know what I mean? But all of them were in on this game.
And they thought it was funny when your mom was swearing.
Everyone was rolling. Yeah.
That's fun.
It was like we've all reached an age where it's like we don't care.
I do feel like that. The older you get, it's just a different relationship now.
Yeah,
with the parent.
definitely.
And I think once you have kids or you're to the point of like grandparents, like I'm done. Like it's just like you're done now. You're lost it all.
Yeah, so. Pretty much. You're screwed.
Yeah. We tried. Nothing different now. Yeah. But yeah, so board games. I thought.
And you know what's fun is that what is the game called that Cards Against Humanity is like based off? It's like apples and.
Oh, apples and oranges?
No, it's. It's apples and something. Like
apples to apples?
Apples to apples.
Oh, yeah,
I loved that board game.
Sure.
Or that game.
Yeah,
whatever.
Okay.
But then Cards Against Humanity came out and it was like, game over. You know? So.
You know who's a big Cards Against Humanity fan is Taylor. He's like bought in all the expansion packs.
Why has Taylor not been on this yet?
I'm a little nervous for Taylor.
We just basically sit back and let him roll, man.
I think it'll become the Taylor and Taylor show.
He probably would.
The guy just keeps talking, and the problem is he's got like
the
worst. No, he's got the worst stories ever. Like terrible stories you wouldn't tell your grandma.
Really nice right now, but like,
and he knows they're bad, but yet they were funny in the moment for him, and that was it.
Oh my god, the one,
with the cup.
Oh no!
He told that story to Jamie. They were out at the bar, and he told this terrible story. Terry's just like, what? How did this guy get this job kind of thing? Oh, man. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, I understand it, but I just cannot tell the story. And if we get Taylor on here, it'll be a severely not safe for work podcast.
Yeah.
with a lot of swearing and a lot of really dirty, inappropriate stories.
I love it. We got to get him on here.
It'd be fun to have more of a red band podcast.
Yeah.
So
we'll have explicit in the title.
But you and I are afraid to say the C word. Half of
Game
Taylor's
on.
stories start with that word.
I mean, we'll just basically say, "Oh, and Taylor's here." Click, turn off our microphones, and he'll just go. You know. So.
You'll just hear us laughing in the background. That'd be it. So.
Oh boy.
But no, I do want to give a special shout out then to Monopoly. So I remember my sister and I would be home alone all through summer,
Okay.
you know, and there's only so much we could really do between running around and.
Well, and would you look at that? Monopoly takes 13 hours to play.
And so that would be the thing. We would start a game on like Monday morning, and then be like, all right, Tuesday, and then by Wednesday it was like, F this, I'm done. Like, this is stupid.
Game cook it.
Yeah, just
F this game.
the worst part is I remember playing Monopoly with my mom and dad when we were kids. Because once you get to a certain age, it's pretty easy to know how to play Monopoly. It's not that difficult. There's strategy involved or whatever. But every time my dad would win, and I remember getting mad, be like,
Is he the banker?
no, I don't know.
Banker
Did you
always
play with a
wins.
banker?
Well, yeah, someone's the banker.
Oh, is it? I thought somebody you just grabbed the money. No big
No,
deal.
there's a banker.
Okay. Whatever. So he would be the type that would hustle
Someone
you for
is
like
the
all of his
Illuminati.
properties, all your properties, and you'd be left with like 1, 3, and he'd own everything else.
Yep.
So,
Smart man. It's called Monopoly.
yeah, he would win in Monopoly.
It's a thing in like real life.
But I mean, I remember getting together with my cousins and playing. My grandma always had the little closet with all the games in it. So we'd go up and pick a game, and we'd put it on the table, and we'd play a game, and I just remember that a lot. And then after that, it became card games, where we would play.
Sure.
And then my cousins and I created a new game. What we would do is that sounds
Do we need
bad.
a patent?
No. What we would do is it'd be like a scavenger hunt inside my grandma's house. So my grandma's house was pretty big.
It sounds pretty epic.
And so what we would do is we'd put a little clue, like we'd give you a clue. And then from there it would be like something like a clue to a clock.
Okay.
And so you would run around and find a clock with the clue in it. And then it would be fun because all my aunts and uncles would be hanging around and they would kind of know where the clues were. And so it became this like big thing of like these kids running around trying to find this clue.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if you didn't get close, we would follow you along or whatever. And I remember doing that for quite a few times. Of like, and my grandma had like a lot of really cool knickknacks or whatever. So we'd write a little description of it, and it'd be at the bottom or something.
Sure.
And a picture of a family or whatever. We'd hide it behind there. But then we'd run upstairs, and it would be because. My grandma has a fairly large house, like I said, so I remember having those. Granted, that's not really a board game, but it was just one of those things. I think with playing games,
I would
and
assume
that
this is
kind
going
of
to morph
interaction.
into like just games in general.
Yeah, no, I figured.
I mean, and too, like when we were growing up, sure, that on the rainy days, I think we did pull out a board game, but
Sure.
we were so much more into building forts and like.
But I'm talking, we were like in middle school, like we were a lot older. We were still into forts in
Hey,
middle
man,
school.
I might still be into forts right now. Who knows?
I built one for my kids the other day.
Damn.
Not the other day, maybe like a month ago.
Forts are awesome.
And then my wife got really mad
Why?
because she hates when the kids take all the pillows off the couch, like the cushions.
But that's how you build a good fort.
So we have an L-shaped couch, more like a horseshoe-shaped couch. So they throw them all in the middle, and then they jump off and land in the middle. Like,
Dude.
it's so much fun. She gets
I
so
joined in.
angry at them.
Why?
She's like, it just must bug her for some reason. I don't know.
Is she afraid someone's gonna get hurt?
My thing is, I'd
That's
rather
a
have.
legitimate fear.
Well, no, because they can't jump really. They just kind of fall, and so as long as there's no hard objects in the middle, as long as it's just pillows and cushions, then they're fine.
I'm
then they
coming
just
over. I'm coming over.
They try
and
to
I'm
like.
gonna just jump into
Like
this.
these kids are they just wiggle because they can't go anywhere. They're just like
trying to get out of it.
And then they're stuck in between a couple cushions, and they just then you pretend to get them, and then they freak out because they really can't get out. It's so funny. So I created a fort. So I shoved brooms in the corners of the things, and then
What can we use around it?
well, I was trying to think of something to raise it up because
Okay,
it's so the couch is only waist high or whatever. So I had to raise it
They're
up.
also only waist high.
Well, I wanted to go in it too.
See what I'm saying?
So I had all these dining room chairs all the way around the outside of it.
Yeah.
And then I put up
Man,
all
I
the
mean,
pillows.
this is like the Taj Mahal.
And I got blankets up, and I put all them up. So it had a roof. I mean, it was like a hardcore. It was a real fort. Like people could live there.
Yeah. No,
Running water. No, I'm just kidding.
It like went into the bathroom.
Yeah, just the pee corner. Nobody go in the pee corner. Oh.
We would totally do that though. Not
Yeah.
have a pee corner, but we would totally. We would build our own rooms in the fort. So like each of us had when we
Sure.
would sleep in the fort, all of us had our own room. It wasn't like just like a tent, you know.
Yeah.
So it was a big deal. Like we would we'd blueprint the shit out.
So you
before
had,
we make it.
but you had how many brothers and sisters now?
2 brothers, 1 sister.
So there's 4 of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was just me and Heather. It wasn't when we were kids. It wasn't.
Lame.
Well, so I remember taking like
Me and my lame sister.
4 chairs and putting the backs together and putting a blanket over it.
Yeah.
But then that's about as extent of it.
I know.
And then we watch TV.
When Mia's like, "Oh, I want to build a fort," I'm like, "Really?" You know. And then like she gets bored with it really quick. So then I'm just building the fort, and then I just play in the fort, and she's doing something.
So my kids are trying to get in, and I'm like, "Get out! I'm still building it." And they just keep wrecking it. They would pull on stuff and be like, "Oh, what am I going to do now?" So I actually was going to put one of them. Like hooks that you can pull off. You know, like you stick it on the wall, and then it peels off really nice.
Yeah.
I was going to put one on the ceiling.
Oh,
And then
man.
somehow attach the blanket to it so it would drape down over it.
Dude.
I was like, that'd be really cool because then
go
all you do is
levels
pull it
here.
off there. I was just thinking of making it easier or taller so that we could all get in. Like, you know, like my wife and I could like
I could just see your
read
wife
stories with the kids and whatnot.
standing at the doorway,
Just
arms crossed, shaking her head.
Looking at me like, what have you done with the kids? Who's going to clean this up?
And you're gonna point at her.
Yeah.
You're cleaning this up.
I think that's her big thing is that she's like, who's going to clean this up now? And I'm like, the kids did the mess.
Huh?
But my thing is,
I'm gonna do dishes.
So the kids have like, I think it's 2 sets of 8 like baskets full of toys, right?
Okay.
And so they'll take one. My son Leo, he's kind of a butthole. He just takes one and just dumps the whole thing out. He just dumps the whole thing out, and it's like little toys
so
everywhere.
frustrated.
I mean, like, so with the couch with the cushions, it's one cushion. Just put it back up. It's easy.
Yeah.
You know, I'm okay cleaning that up. Versus the little toys, and they get everywhere, and then they grab one. He's got this little shopping cart. He loads up the shopping cart full of stuff, and then you got to put all the stuff back out where it goes.
So I'm going to say something really, what I think is interesting, because it's really rang true for me as I've grown older and now live with a couple other people. So, as a kid, you were just simply entitled to live there. Like, no, this is my house. And I never understood why my dad and mom were both like, okay, you don't pick this up, it's going to get thrown away. You know? Or like, all of a sudden, just all my shit would be in my room. And I'm like, what is this? You know, who put it? Well, clearly they're cleaning up the house because I won't clean up. And nowadays, you know, I look at the living room and I'm like, this is going to get thrown away if you don't clean it up in 5 minutes, you know? Yeah. Or like, I just take it all like in a pile. No respect. No respect at all. And I just all over in the room. And I close the door.
I definitely...
You deal with
I'm definitely less... I get less stressed out about a dirty house than my wife does. Like, if the kids are out playing or whatever...
I have my moments.
And I'm like, okay, it's fine. The thing about my wife, though, is funny, is that she tells them, don't watch TV, go play. And then they go play, and then she yells at them for making a mess. I'm like, they don't know any better. That's how they know to play, you know? Well, now, don't get me wrong. I get mad, too, because I got to clean it up. But still, it's
my
funny.
biggest thing is when she doesn't clean up and then move on to something else.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not saying, like, oh, she's playing and she'll get back to it. No, she's done with that. She is done with it, and no, it's going to sit there until someone cleans it up. You know, 2 days later style here.
Sure.
So that's what kind of goes under my skin, but it's cool. Yeah,
see, the problem is that we keep buying the kids more stuff. I'm like, we're doing this to ourselves. You realize this, right? Like, they have toys from 2 or 3 years ago. Like I'm the one who just throws toys away. I don't even tell anybody. I don't even tell my wife. I'm just like, we don't use this. I'm throwing this away. Like, because I'll never have to pick this up again. It's gone.
Miranda will do a cycle. Okay, she'll go through her stuff and Mia's stuff and my stuff, or not quite my stuff yet.
But she'll help you through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's a Goodwill pile sitting there for a little bit. Well, Mia will go through this pile and be like, what is this doing in here? And she hasn't touched the thing for 3 years.
But now she wants to.
Now she wants it. You know, it's like a number 1 toy on her list right now. So It's hilarious because then you have to negotiate with them.
Oh,
like,
okay. See, I'm not to this point yet. I just throw it away on the DL.
Well,
Just throwing it away.
Well, that's the thing. It would have gone thrown away, and no one would have known.
Sure.
But the thing is that now she found it, and now it's going to be on her radar for the next 3 days. So if it's gone within the next 3 days, like you're going to have.
So this is how much of a bad parent I am, right?
Okay, we'll do the judging here. All right. Me, the listeners, and I will be the judges.
So one of the kids had a birthday party. I'm thinking it was Leo, but I'm not sure.
Okay,
I'm
right
not
there
sure.
already. You're bad parents.
One of the two kids. I think it had to been. I'm pretty sure it was Leo.
Okay.
Because there was stuff everywhere, like balloons, streamers, all this stuff.
As to be expected.
So in the house there are
Saturday night.
20 balloons floating around.
Wonderful.
20 balloons.
Sounds
In
great.
my way, all the time. You know what I did one night? They all got
popped
every one of them. I just went pop, 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 pop. I grabbed them, threw them away, and you know who said something to me about it? No one. You know why? Because nobody recognized all the balloons were gone. You know why? Because they were like, thank God all the balloons.
Someone picked those up finally. God,
So we now have a one balloon policy. There's one balloon that floats aroso the kids.
Wait, like just in general?
Well, yeah, because the
Just
kids like throwing balloons around, and then they throw them up in there, and they could pop them and stuff. So when it gets popped, we blow up a new one. But it's one balloon. It's one balloon.
Never heard
There's
of it.
two kids, one balloon. Okay,
Oh my
they can
God.
fight, they can yell at each other. I don't care. But it's a one balloon policy.
One balloon. The fact that you just literally have a balloon on the ready, like
Well, so she's got like a bag of balloons left over from something, and the kid's like, "Let's blow up more balloons," and I'm like, "No, you're not blowing up more balloons." And then it's like, and the balloon never pops. Like it's just an invincible balloon.
no, it'll like deflate before it pops.
Yeah, I'll be nice. I'll give him another one, but
Yeah.
it's one of those things that just like. So she'll get stickers,
Yeah.
and you get a pack of stickers. Like the sheet has like 4 big stickers on it that she can physically peel off herself.
Man.
And then there's little stickers everywhere. You know what I do with the little stickers? Crumple them up and throw them away. Nobody needs little stickers, okay? She wants to put the big stickers somewhere. That's
I really
fine.
like your philosophy.
But I'm throwing the rest
do.
away.
So-
One time, I'm throwing a whole bunch of stuff away, and her mother-in-law comes home. And I'm like, oh, shoot. Like, she's going to see me throwing all this away. I was like, all right, I'm just going to put it in a pile, pretend I was, like, going to do something different with it. And then I was like, wait till she leaves and throwing all that away.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Recently, the smelly stickers came in.
Oh, no. Smelly stickers.
Yeah, but I think Miranda just bought a whole pack of them or something.
Okay.
They have been everywhere. They're everywhere. They're on light switches. They're on just random pieces of paper. They're on me. Like, how did this get on me? Like, I thought you liked that smell. Well, I don't even know what it. Oh, yeah.
What is that?
She like comes running over to you and just slaps one on you. You're like, oh.
I'm
thanks.
okay. So Quinn's much more of I'll stick a sticker on myself, and I'm like, I'm okay with that,
Sure. Yeah.
But when she'll start sticking on like stuff that doesn't come off of, I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh my
that's permanent now. We're gonna live with that the rest of our lives.
Miranda, oh my god, when we started dating on what would be Mia's window there,
Yeah.
she would always, she's like, I'm that mom. Because there was a whole slew of stickers.
Oh, no.
And she, one afternoon, she went in there with the Goo Gone and
Got
scraped
them all
it
off?
all off. So I give her props.
Yeah.
It was like a thing. She's like, yeah, I'm the mom who's got this stuff on her windows.
Yeah. The kid doesn't know any better.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah, I just, it's one of those things where the kids they have birthdays, they have Christmas, they get, gifts from the Easter Bunny, all this other
Being
stuff.
kid's pretty awesome.
I mean, they don't even know how good they got it.
No. And they won't until it's gone.
My daughter,
Until they're
you
grown up.
won't let me do anything. I'm like, Quinn, what do you?
I
All
remember
you do
asking
is
my dad-
play.
Yeah, I remember asking my dad, I'm like, it's like Father's Day, Mother's Day, you stop and like, when's my day? And he's like, every day's your day. Shut your mouth.
That's so true, though.
Every day.
Every day's your day.
You just keep your mouth shut.
It's so
you have
funny.
a roof over your head? Yeah. Zip your lip.
Quinn's like, you don't let me do anything. I'm like, I'm sorry, I won't let you run down the hallway with scissors. like, she just does. Like she makes it seem like I'm a butthole for saving her life.
God,
Like
yes.
Superman doesn't
Yes.
get this much flack.
No.
I don't understand it.
No.
Oh, it's just funny. And now she's 4, so she got this like attitude. And so
It gets better, buddy.
yeah, I know.
It gets
I know.
better.
But So my big thing is, if you don't see, I bet like parents in the olden days were so much happier because all they had to do was pick up one stick. That's all the kids got to play with.
Or they were like,
one stick.
Did the cows get fed yet? You know, like that was it.
No.
You know, go feed the cows.
And now it's 8,000 toys.
I want the iPad.
Oh my god. I thought it was fun to let my kid play with the iPad. Now she's addicted to it.
Yeah, I think that
it's bad.
And then you sit there as an adult, and you're like, okay, so you take the iPad away, but then are you like... It's almost like putting kids in sports at a young age. Like,
sure.
Are you holding them back from learning how to use the specific equipment that they're going to be using for the rest of their lives?
No.
Or what? You know, like... Because I grew up, obviously, playing outside, building forts,
sure.
you know, climbing trees, and doing things with my siblings. This generation, though, I mean, it is straight up... computers or die.
Well, the other the one thing with us is that's why we wanted to have 2 kids. So that Quinn had somebody to play with.
Sure.
Now, except Leo, he's a boy. So, I mean, they're about the same size, even though they're about a year and a half different. But
it's going to be awesome, though.
And so they'll be friends, and, you know, like, I grew up with my sister who we were really close in age, and so we had a lot of fun together, hanging out and whatever. But I think nowadays generations, they grow up with just single parent, you know, they're single siblings. I'm sorry, people are having less kids, and you know a lot of those kids depend on, you know, that entertainment because they don't have anything else because you either play by yourself or watching a movie.
Well,
a lot of kids are like, it's more watch a movie. You know,
as an adult too, you're trying to do the best thing for the kid.
Yeah.
So then you take the iPad away.
Because you think that's the best
thing.
Yeah.
Well, guess who has to entertain him?
You
do. You know, and that's just it comes with the territory. Yeah. You know, so
I definitely
you got to be ready for it.
Like in the morning, I'd be like, I just want like another half an hour of sleep, so I'd give her the iPad. And be like,
yeah, totally.
Just watch something for a little.
Oh my god! So on the weekdays, there was a while Mia was like, I want the iPad in the morning. Like you know, she's eating breakfast or whatever. Has the iPad. And I guess it wasn't the end of the world. We used to watch Pokemon and stuff while we were eating breakfast, but we were much older. At this point, like middle school, high school age.
Who are you talking about now?
Mia. And I'm interspersing my own.
Oh, okay.
You know? So I was like, okay,
I was really confused
there
for a second. Because you're saying because you used to watch TV when you ate breakfast, that it was okay for her. Yeah. Okay, I agree. I'm the same.
So, but then I was like, you know what? No, not during the week. Okay, and what did it for me? At first, it was going to be no because she was actually waking up like really early in the morning
because she was excited.
She wanted the iPad. So then daylight savings happened.
Oh no!
And Miranda was working.
Kids way worse than you ever think.
Oh my gosh! Miranda was working, and she works third shift, and I was like, she comes in the room just bopping around, and you know, like it is not that time to be up yet. And I was like, you know what? Guess who gets the iPad this morning? New rule: you get the iPad on the weekends. You know, so so she gets it on the weekends. So. In the morning. But.
See, I'm okay with if the kids sit down and eat their food while they're watching something. As long as they're eating while doing it, I don't care. But once the show's over, then they go play, you know? Because at least it puts them in one spot.
That's
now,
true.
the problem is Leo doesn't like TV. Mm-hmm. So he'll eat a little bit and run away. And so it's like, you got to put him in the chair. And it's like...
You got to strap him
buddy,
in.
You're 2.5. You learn to eat on your own. You're a big kid. You know, and I'm the dad who... And people, I just put the food out and let the kids graze. Like, I'm not a big, like, you have to sit down and you have to eat this amount. I'm like, I'm just going to put it out. If you're hungry, you're hungry. And believe me, if the kids are hungry, they're going to let me know.
Yeah.
You know, and I put, like, a bowl of grapes out, you know, some graham crackers, you know, maybe a granola bar or whatever.
Yeah.
They just graze if they want more and less.
And I think that's okay. I think the thing for me, too, with that is what... do they want to eat? Or like for me, you know, she wants chips and she wants, you know, she loves pickles. She'll get pickles all day long.
Yeah.
You know, once I looked up, like, are pickles really healthy? Yeah,
they are.
Bad.
I'm sure a lot of them though would vinegar. I mean, all that.
She eats a lot of pickles, man. So
well, I'm thinking like a lot of pickles.
She eats string cheese.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Kids love string cheese.
I love string cheese.
Daughter eats a string cheese every morning.
In Wisconsin. So.
I don't know.
So board games.
I digress. I don't know if I have. No, I'm just kidding. I do find it interesting that that now that we're older adults that we do play board games more, but as a couple, it gives us a reason to get together.
Definitely.
So we've done it before. Where it's like, hey, let's play game nights, and we'll go over and we'll play a different game. Sometimes we'll play a charade. Sometimes we'll play a Pictionary or whatever. It's a good way to give us all a reason to get together, kind of thing. For me, again, it's nice that we can go and have fun and let the kids play too still, though.
Yeah.
And do all that. So we end up doing that.
There's that new game out. It's where you put the thing in your mouth, and it like spreads your lips wide open. You know, it's like Speak Out or.
I have played it, but
Yeah.
the way you're describing it makes it sound like a penis.
Oh my God.
You put that thing in your mouth and it spreads your lips open. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what that is. I'm sorry. I was laughing and you had no idea. It was just like, this is a
I was for once being innocent about something.
This is a completely normal
I'm
thing to
glad
say
you,
about
like,
something.
reeled me right back in. But anyways, so Miranda bought this game.
I know. I saw you post it on
Oh yeah,
Facebook.
yeah.
Right?
And so we are planning on playing this during Christmas Eve at my parents' house, which will be hilarious. I'm not one for games.
I played it. It
but-
wasn't that fun. We played a game before it, and we played then that one. We liked the other one better.
See, but like with
And
my
speak
family,
out. Speak out.
Yeah. So with my family, like some people will get drunk, some people won't, but everybody has. It will be funny. I mean, for this group, like I think this will be a good.
No, it is fun. The one thing I didn't like is that the plastic piece that opens your mouth actually hurts your
Yeah,
gums.
it grinds on your tongue.
Oh,
yeah,
my gums. Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm not a
Totally.
big fan of that. I forget the other game we played right before that.
You know what's coming out, and it's not a game, but it's hilarious. And we watched, before we were actually sampling the Speak Out, we were watching YouTube videos of this. People with the virtual reality goggles.
Yeah.
Oh my, like you put
They're
them on some
falling
old
and-
ladies and stuff. Somebody actually like
Person died today.
themselves, like
That's
they're
funny.
so scared, like oh my God, you know, or like they're on a roller coaster and they're like flailing around, like oh, whoa, whoa. YouTube
I've seen
it.
that.
I'll post it on the page, but
Yeah, it's pretty funny though.
yeah, good times.
No, you should let us know how Speakeasy works out for you guys.
Speak easy.
Or Speak Out.
Okay.
Go to a Speakeasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, righty then.
All right.
Oh,
It's really weird how on the computer here when we talk, like sometimes it graphically shows one way and then graphically it shows a different way. It's really weird. And it doesn't make any sense to you. But like it's hard for me to tell like how loud we are
yeah.
on this one. It's weird.
Sorry.
It's weird.
Let's have the audience tell us what they think. Audience, what do you think?
They're speechless.
Wow, this is amazing.
We're that
Thank
good.
you so much, everyone.
They love it.
Oh, good. So, I don't know, man. Wait, did you have anything else, or
No.
was there?
I was just trying to think of it. Again, we were told probably an hour before we were going to do this
Yeah.
that the guy canceled. And so I
Board
was
game.
just trying to think of a fun thing to talk about. So, but it was a good digression into forts. We should build a fort. Hey, if you guys out there have a really cool fort, send us a
Post
picture. We're going to pick the best one and give you a shout out. Well, hell, you know what? We'll probably pick every one of them and give you a shout out. Because we just don't have that many people right now listening. So I think we had like 60-some people watch the last episode on YouTube. Which,
The last one, or I thought it was the Jamie one.
I'm sorry, the Jamie one,
Yep.
yeah.
And that's
But
because he shared it.
Good,
and
good
he's
for
got,
him.
like, friends who actually care.
Listen to
about it, I
podcasts.
guess.
Although, yeah, if you're friends of mine and you're listening to this, you'll probably get a Facebook invite to our
Invite.
pages
Yeah.
pretty soon. So.
Cool.
Yeah, it's kind of a little downer end, but I think this is how the show's going to end today.
Yeah,
A little
it's
shorter. We're
really
only-
anticlimactic.
We're only sitting at about 9 minutes, so it's good. But I think it's getting close to Christmas, Halloween. Oh my god! I'm like not even talking about the last holiday. I'm talking about 2 holidays before that. So,
Hello.
with that being said, we will post this tonight,
Posted
Friday nights with Jeff and Joe.
Friday night.
Then- Look for Paranormal Palaver, posted next Tuesday.
Gonna be awesome.
And we are going to take a break next week for Paranormal Palaver and Friday Nights with Jeff and Joe with the Christmas weekend. So there will be no Friday Nights with Jeff and Joe next week. However,
Sad day.
Joe and I are going to try to get together and do a special holiday podcast because Paranormal Palaver is going to get together and do one. So we may do a short little one on something. I'm thinking it would be fun. Maybe post it
Hopefully
on
we can
that.
Get someone in there. Maybe
That's-
Santa Claus. Call
I
that guy.
know him.
Santa.
Thank God you moved away from the mic. So yes, so just a little heads up, we're going to take a little break, but we are going to be having a New Year's special for Friday Nights with Jeff and Joe.
We are?
Yeah, we're going to do a New Year's thing.
Oh.
Well, I just don't want to skip 2 weeks in a row. That's not fair to the listeners.
Hey, real quick, we do just have to talk about the Green Bay Packers.
We should talk about 5 minutes.
5 minutes, and go.
Great win. Spectacular win.
Yeah.
That's all there really is to say about it.
It was awesome.
It was a dominating win.
Seattle Seahawks, who is a dirty, dirty team. So I was at Trans-Siberian Orchestra, first time I ever gone, and I was nervous to look at my phone the whole time. So
this is during the game.
This is during the game.
Okay.
The show started at 3. The game started at 3:30 Central Time here in Wisconsin. And so I did not check my phone until the end, and it was right around the beginning of the third quarter when I checked my phone, and I was like, "Are you serious right now?"
So then, okay, go ahead. Keep going.
I was so excited.
Yeah.
So excited. And then I was able to listen to it on the ride back home. But Russell Wilson, terrible game.
Now, to his credit, 3 of those were deflected, right? 3 of the 5 interceptions were deflections. Yep. I mean, I'm sorry, if you throw a ball to a professional wide receiver, it goes through his hands, it hits him in the helmet.
We've seen this happen to Aaron Rodgers a couple times.
Yes. It can't be. Now, Russell Wilson didn't have a great game besides that, but all 5 of those picks are not his fault. Mm-hmm. And I'm not defending him because he's a Badger, ex-Badger, whatever, but we got lucky a lot of times, and we made no mistakes, and that's why we had such a dominant win.
That is the big thing. I mean, the secondary seems to be turning on.
Yes.
And obviously,
we have both Randalls and Rollins back. You're going to do a lot better.
The offense, while during the losing streak, they would be really slow at the beginning of the game and then pick up.
Yeah.
Now they seem to be just like clicking all game, which is so exciting to watch. I always used to say we're losing because we're not playing 4 quarters
I think the
of
big
football.
thing having Jason Spriggs as right guard has changed our offensive line. Now, I've been a big Jason Spriggs fan. Even my dad was like, "Why do you care that he's in there? What does that even mean?" I'm like, "It means good things,
Just
Dad.
watch.
It means good things." Yeah. But I think having him there right guard really gives Aaron Rodgers a lot of time. Like, he had so much time on the game.
Yep.
Like, he's just standing back there waiting for something to happen.
Exactly.
I think as much as I hate to say Devontae Adams is still playing really well. He has yet to fail me, and I hope to God he doesn't.
Yeah.
My boy Ripkowski keeps doing well.
Yeah. Any of you listening, you can join us on the podcast, please.
Yeah, any of the Packers, if you're...
I mean, please, come on, get on down here.
But yeah, it was a very good win. I think it's the jump starter we needed. I think the other couple wins were good wins, but it wasn't like confident wins. And I think this is like, okay,
this is the first
we're for
confident
real.
win since 2014. I mean, let's be serious here.
I think a couple of those come from behind wins really jacked up the team last year. We had 2,
but they weren't.
That
like
Lions game was
out.
Crazy.
Well, yeah, but they weren't all out punching someone while they're down.
It wasn't a dominant win, but because they were just as exciting, I think.
Yeah.
Well, that was probably more exciting than the game yet.
Awesome.
But yeah, when you turn on the game and it's 21-0 and you're like, holy cow!
Right. So, what do you think about the Chicago Bears? What do you think we're gonna Bears?
I always get nervous playing the Bears.
Me too.
They're not a pushover.
Especially when it's just it's a division game. It's
in Chicago.
I was starting to read an article from PackersNews.com, and they were starting to say that the weather might be a factor against the Packers in the Windy City. And I was like, really? But
I'd like to see him I really want to see Michael do well. I want to see Christian Michael pound the ball over and over again.
Starks?
No.
Concussion protocol, he got in a car accident. Not like he was doing us any good while he was on the field anyways, but...
it
sucks.
It's still somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I want to... I guess I get nervous. I want to win, obviously, but at the same time, I want to make sure that we come out healthy, we just win the game and get out of there. Yep. Now, Joe and I have had this fight numerous times. I am probably much more concerned about the Lions' schedule and who they play, whether or not they win or lose, than anybody else. So they are playing the Giants this week in New York. So that is a very good chance for them to lose the game.
I sure hope so.
The Giants had a huge win last week, so hopefully there's not a letdown. That's my only fear. So
my thing with that is, like, you can't control them. You know, of course you want them to lose.
Agreed.
I'm right there with you, man. But
you're more
have to think about,
you're worried about the Bears. I'm worried about the Lions.
Yeah, the Lions, Tigers, and Bears.
Oh my!
Hey!
And then Vikings too.
Oh yeah.
Well, either way, we had a good win. It was great.
It was awesome.
It was
fun to watch. Like listen to at least.
No, I agree. I watched the second half. I didn't get to watch the first. Family things. So.
Larry McCarron. Oh, like in the background always. Do you ever listen to him on the radio? Oh my god! So you got Wayne Larry just bombing everything.
I love Wayne Larry.
Yep. And then you got Larry the Rock McCarron in the background. Like, you could just tell it, or like, oh! Ow! Like, you'll just know if it's good or bad just
Wears
by the
his heart on his
grunts.
sleeve. Yeah, that's awesome.
So.
Well, and Larry McCarron, if you want to come on the podcast too, you're welcome. Wayne Larry, how cool would that be?
Wow.
Or we can join you if you want that. That's where you can do it. Just feel free. Just contact Jeff or Joe.
Jeez.
All right, well,
cool.
That was the end of the podcast. That was our Packer usual end there. Again,
Blitz.
Feel free to reach out to us on the Facebook page and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube page.
Yes.
Tell your friends, tell your family, anybody who drives a car who may want to listen to this in the car. Tell them it's a great time
Besides
to listen
kids.
to them.
Don't tell kids.
Yeah, don't tell kids.
We're not that cool.
But thank you for listening.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's all the random, useless information you want to know. It's Friday nights with
Jeff
and Joe. Y'all stay cool out there. Because it's literally like
put a jacket on, though.
It's freezing.
It's cold.
Freezing.
I had to.
Negative.